switched his vote in a procedural move that will allow the leader to bring it back up for consideration again later. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Select mattresses plus adjustable bases. Visit a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today. It's 12 after. The sister of the late Lindsey Graham makes history. We'll tell you why when America in the Morning returns after this.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project will never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. You know about what we do at Wounded Warrior Project. I was my mom. She was on the face. Making a bad
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
At night, when everything is quiet and your mind finally has a chance to catch up, you're wondering if you're doing enough, if you missed something, if tomorrow will be harder than today. And if you're the one needing the care, you may be lying and wondering if you're becoming too much of a burden. Those are long nights for everyone. That's why families across the Grand Strait. Lower Cape Fear Life Care's 5-star rated team provides care, comfort, and guidance for both patients and the people who love them. And support may be there sooner than you think. To reach Lower Cape Fear Life Care, visit witchcare.org to learn more. That's WHICH-care.org. You don't have to lie awake in bed wondering if you're doing enough or if you missed something. Find the expert care you or your loved one needs today at Lower Cape Fear Life Care. Lower Cape Fear Life Care. Compassionate care when you need it most. Visit witchcare.org to learn more.
Hot Dog 99.5, the station that says what you're thinking.
The summer moving right along. In fact, we're already midway through the month of July. Meteorologist LaTroy Thornton breaks down how hot it's going to be today and where we might have rain chances.
More wet weather is in store for a large portion of western and central Texas, and unfortunately this does include some places that don't need any rain after what has already been an extremely wet start to the week. Some parts of central Texas that have already received at least 4 to 8 inches of rain in just a 24-hour span are expected to once again be under the showers and heavy thunderstorms today. Rainfall rates may not be quite as high as they were on Tuesday, but in areas where flooding is already occurring, any rain is too much and may cause rapid rises on some rivers and streams, especially with this wet pattern continuing through tomorrow night at least. The risk for showers and storms extends to the north and east through the Dallas area into eastern Oklahoma, as well as mainly interior of the southeast from Mississippi into Georgia. A thunderstorm could occur anywhere in South, as well as areas to the north and west through much of Kentucky, also including a large portion of the Florida Peninsula with a risk for some spotty afternoon thunderstorms. In fact, a number of areas have that risk for a stray afternoon thunderstorm, thanks to a cold front pushing southward through the Great Lakes in the northeast, with that risk including areas from central Wisconsin to lower Michigan, and a separate zone from Pennsylvania eastward into the lower Hudson Valley, southern New England, and the New York metro area. There can be a spotty afternoon thundershower from northern portions of New York, Hampshire into mainly interior Maine, as monsoon thunderstorms develop this afternoon from the Four Corners states northward into Wyoming, perhaps even central Montana, as thundershowers build over parts of Nevada and Oregon. In Kerrville, Texas, watch for showers and heavy thunderstorms today, high 80. For Redding, California, it's looking sunny and hot instead, the high 105. That's the nation's weather. I'm AccuWeather.com meteorologist LaTroy Thornton.
Remember to follow us everywhere you get your podcasts. You can listen on your preferred platform. Just search America in the Morning in your favorite listening app. It's 16 after. The sister of the late Lindsey Graham was sworn in and becomes the first ever woman to represent South Carolina in the Senate. Washington correspondent Sagar Magani reports Darlene Graham took office to fill the rest of her late brother's Senate term.
Darlene Graham has been sworn in to temporarily fill her brother Lindsay's Senate seat, first on the Senate floor.
So help you God. Congratulations.
And then, ceremonially, by Iowa's Chuck Grassley in the old Senate chamber, emotions were high as Graham took office 3 days after her older brother died unexpectedly. South Carolina's governor appointed Darlene Graham yesterday.
I'm gonna do this. I got it.
A special election next month will decide a new GOP nominee in the general election, since Lindsey Graham had been seeking a 5th term. His sister now holds the first public office of her life as South Carolina's first female senator. Sagar Magani, Washington.
The U.S. House passed legislation to make daylight saving time permanent nationwide.
Yeas are 308, the nays are 117. The bill is passed.
If approved and signed into law, Americans would no longer have to change their clocks.
And the reason is people like the longer daylight hours. They feel like daylight even in the wintertime.
Congressman Brett Guthrie of Florida says the Sunshine Protection Act would end the twice-a-year time change and keep the entire country in daylight saving time permanently.
I live on the very eastern end of Central Time. My district is split almost down the middle, so I represent people who are on the very western end of Eastern Time, and I live on the very eastern end of Central Time. And it does get dark at like 4:30 in the afternoon where I live, and so people want more time and they want more daylight. But the thing is, they just don't want to have to change their clocks.
Under the law, states can choose permanent standard time if legislation's passed before the federal law is enacted. Backed by President Trump, that bill now heads to the U.S. Senate. It's 18 minutes after the top of the hour. A pontoon boat sinks on the San Francisco Bay. We'll have those horrifying details when America in the Morning returns after this.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earned from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code USA25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code USA25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code USA25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Drip Drop is a doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. Head to dripdrop.com now and use promo code RADIO20.
It's 20 after. Wall Street had gains across the board on Tuesday after news that inflation cooled and there were solid bank earnings. The red flag was flown by IBM, which had its worst day dating back to 1961, losing 25% of its value following an earnings warning. Oil continues to trend higher because of the continued fighting between the U.S. and Iran. Seth Sutel has what we can expect on Wall Street this morning.
I'm Seth Sutel, and this is the AP Markets Report. Stocks rose on Wall Street after a report showed that inflation wasn't as bad as expected last month. The gains came even though oil prices continued to climb on worries that the U.S. and Iran may return to all-out war. The S&P 500 rose 0.4% Tuesday. The Dow added 9 points, that's less than 0.1%. The Nasdaq Composite rose 0.9%. Treasury yields fell in the bond market following the better-than-expected report on inflation. Chip stocks and other AI winners rose. Chip company Broadcom climbed 2.6%. Big U.S. banks, including J.P. Morgan Chase, reported strong profits. A big drop in IBM stock kept the gains in check. Seth Sutel, New York.
Subaru of America is retailing more than 540,000 of its Crosstrek, Forester, and Ascent SUVs. According to a notice published by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration this week, the now recalled vehicles were made with a certification label that incorrectly states the gross axle weight rating. That reflects the maximum weight that each axle of a vehicle can support. Shares of Lucid Group plummeted on Tuesday after a report that the Saudi-backed electric vehicle maker is weighing a bankruptcy filing as part of a possible restructuring deal. The company denies the report. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett has stopped giving donations to Bill Gates' charitable foundation weeks after the Microsoft co-founder detailed his links to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The stock will instead be split between 4 foundations involving members of the Buffett family. And Frontier Airlines, known for its low cost, says it'll soon offer Wi-Fi on its flights. The high-speed wireless technology will be offered by SpaceX's Starlink. At least one person was killed and 2 others missing after an incident on a pontoon boat that sank in the San Francisco Bay Tuesday afternoon. The 3-level boat sank near Alcatraz Island and was carrying 19 people and a dog. 16 people confirmed to be rescued, but a person and the dog both died. A fire department boat, along with nearly a dozen other vessels, including from the Coast Guard and helicopters, responded and were involved in search and rescue operations. The waters around Alcatraz, once a federal prison and now a tourist spot, attract sailboats and other recreational boats, but the area is also known for extremely strong currents. It's 24 after. A man gets out of a traffic ticket in Las Vegas after telling the officer who he was. We'll tell you who that was when America in the Morning returns. Stay with us.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in. Cool as can be. That good RX. Saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Paul's chili. Dang. That one little ad does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Yeah, good RX. Good RX.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
This is Zach, owner of Patriot Roofing and Pressure Washing. Locally owned, we combine old school work ethic with modern day technologies to provide you with the service you deserve and the expertise to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Licensed, bonded, and insured, Patriot Roofing and Pressure Washing is your local choice for professional roofing, pressure washing, and soft wash services. Call Patriot Roofing and Pressure Washing today at 843-492-1115. That number is 843-492-1115. And give us a call and inquire about 30 and 50-year roofing warranties.
One of the best parts of our job is delivering huge settlement checks. Big Insurance offered our client $10,000. We fought and got them $250,000. Now that's life-changing. We do what we do. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes. 4969 Center Point Drive, North Charleston.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. It is critical we keep AM radio, all cars and all trucks. Text AM to 52886 today.
Standard message and data rates apply.
Thank you for making us your #1 choice for news, information, and opinion. The Grand Strand's Hot Talk 99.5.
It's 26 minutes after the top of the hour. It's now the 3rd death involving ICE agents in 1 week. Jennifer King reports a man died during an encounter with immigration agents, this time in Florida.
Authorities say a man running from federal officers in northeast Florida was struck and killed early Tuesday morning by a tractor-trailer. The 28-year-old was among 4 occupants of a vehicle that stopped in the parking lot of a gas station and convenience store in St. Augustine. Police say that during the encounter with agents from and Homeland Security investigations, the 4 fled on foot, with one darting across busy road into the path of a semi-truck. Florida Highway Patrol spokesman Sergeant Dylan Bryan says the driver stopped and tried to render aid, but the man died at the scene. It marks the 3rd death in about a week involving encounters with ICE agents. I'm Jennifer King.
It's not who you know, it's who you are. A man pulled over by police in Las Vegas heading to the airport was not ticketed after he told the officer who stopped him who he was. Correspondent Haya Panjwani reports that driver was the governor of Nevada.
The governor of Nevada was pulled over in a traffic stop, but he wasn't ticketed. In video from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
Sergeant Chaga, Metro Police. The reason I'm stopping you is for the red light violation back there. Your right turn onto Giles 2. So you're good to go, sir. Appreciate you. Have a good day.
The governor immediately identified himself as Lombardo, and the interaction with the police officer who stopped him lasted about 15 seconds. The governor's campaign says he was stopped briefly over a question about whether he had come to a full stop before turning right on red. The campaign says the governor fully complied with all instructions. The president of a police union that endorsed the governor says it's common practice to let a driver go without a citation. Lombardo's campaign said the governor and his wife were headed to the airport when they were pulled over. I'm Panjwani.
America in the Morning for Wednesday, July 15th, 2026 is produced by Jeff McKay. I'm Evelyn for John Trout, and this is Westwood One.
The Hot Talk Morning Show belongs to you.
I wanted to talk about the visitors. I call them Torons and Sidious. And you know what? I would love to have the opportunity to meet you guys and have some libations.
We'll be out on Wednesday over at Music Bingo if you want to come hang out with us. 6 to 8 at Crooked Hammock Brewery in Barefoot Landing.
Maybe I'll see you there.
You gotta be at Crooked Hammock Brewery, 6 to 8 Wednesdays for me.
Here's Foley Beach, from the Lord.
Give thanks to the Lord and call upon his name. Give thanks to the Lord and call upon his name. We live in a country which still has a national holiday, a day called Thanksgiving Day. This is a day the government set aside for the citizens of this nation to pause and thank God for all our many blessings, especially the blessings of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. To thank him for all the things he's done in our lives. For us Christians, this should be a lifestyle. We shouldn't have to have a special day, but sadly, we need one. Because we just zip along in our life, we do our own thing, and we never stop and give thanks.
To hear more of the teaching of Archbishop Beach, visit A Word from the Lord. Work.
Before work, on the drive home, and every story in between.
Listen to the bulletin.
Stay informed. Stay connected.
Fox News, I'm Sue Guzman. The U.S. launching fresh strikes against Iran as the naval blockade has been reinstated in the Strait of Hormuz. White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy Stephen Miller says the Commander-in-Chief is sending a clear message.
You do not cross the United States. You do not violate an agreement with the United States. You do not break your word with President Trump or America. And you attack shipping in violation of that agreement, and you will pay a hellish price.
Jordan says it shot down 3 balloons as it intercepted several Iranian attacks. Approving a bill that would make daylight saving time permanent.
The A's are 308, the A's are 117. The bill is passed.
So-called Sunshine Protection Act now heads to the Senate, where its future is uncertain. America is listening to Fox News.
Meet Keith, loving dad, board game champ, bus driving pro.
I drive 65,000 miles in my bus each year. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like, I can't see. On my route the other day, it passed me and ends up right in my blind spot. I turned slowly, so I accidentally avoided. But But no car should be in the blind spot for a 40,000-pound bus. It's our roads. It's our safety.
Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
From the courthouse to the State House to the White House, we're your #1 station for news, information, and opinion. Hot Talk 99.5.
This is America in the Morning from Westwood One. Here's what's coming up this half hour.
Demonstrators on the streets in Biddeford, Maine after an ICE agent shot and killed a motorist. I'm Mike Hampton.
Todd Blanche has his day on Capitol Hill.
A family tragedy in Illinois leaves 5 dead and 2 teenagers charged with murder. I'm Sue Aller.
Infections from the diarrhea-causing parasite Cyclospora are surging. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Big corporate espionage with 2 big tech companies. I'm the new old tech guy, Chuck Palm.
Billionaire Warren Buffett has excluded Bill Gates' foundation from his annual donations this year. I'm Marcela Sanchez.
The daytime Emmy nominations are out. I'm Kevin Carr.
We'll be right back.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code ACTIVATE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code ACTIVATE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code ACTIVATE to borrow up to $10,000.
Disposal Services, best service in town. We ain't just talking trash. If you need a dumpster, Lee Disposal's the answer. Your local experts, call on us first. Promises you can count on.